Alright everyone, I'm excited about today's challenge solo because it's got a John Mayer vibe to it. And in the actual challenge solo, I'm going to use my John Mayer Strat, but there's this weird buzz in this building and the pickups were just picking up too much buzz, so I have to do the intro to it on my SG, which never seems to have that bad of a buzz problem, so it's nice to have. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started right away. We're going to start off right off the bat with an interesting bend that's going to be played in the third form here. So if you take the diatonic scale, we're starting right here on the C sharp. So that's going to be the first string 9th fret. We're going to bend it up half step and come back. Right away we go to the second string 10th fret, back to the first string 7th fret, and then we end up on the second string 7th fret, F sharp. So we're going to go. So it's kind of quick, that transition between strings, so really nail down that picking. I'm doing outside picking for that. Down, up, down. Now we go to the third string 9th fret, and we do 9th fret to 7th fret, but we palm mute it, which is kind of weird to palm mute on the third string, but it sounds really cool. Just get a nice little tight sound there. Then we bend the 9th fret up half step, pre-bend. Here's another technique. Pick it and let it down, then go 7th fret, and go to the 4th string 9th fret. So it's... I love those pre-bends. Just gives a different kind of expression, doesn't it? All right, so far we have this. Now we get to do some Jimi Hendrix double stop hammer-ons. So we're going to go to the 3rd and 4th strings, bar at the 7th fret, and then we're going to take our ring finger and just hammer it on the 4th string 9th fret. Do not hammer it on the 3rd string, because it's really tempting to do that, but you want to leave that note alone. So we're going to go like this. That sound great? Back to hitting the double sevens. So it's, you get 3 sounds, but you get only 2 picks. It's great. And then we jump to the 4th and 5th strings at the 7th fret, barring, and then we go like this. So we're just gonna hit the 2 7th frets first, then we're gonna place our ring finger down on the 5th string 9th fret. Both times I'm picking both strings simultaneously. So that whole ending goes. It's kind of hard to jump your bar across like that, but with practice you'll get it pretty smooth. All right, so the whole part goes. Now we're going to end up doing that twice, but the endings are different. So the first time we do this ending, we're going to go like this. Middle 2 strings again, 7th fret bar. We're going to pick it, slide up and down. It's another Hendrixy type thing. John Mayer likes to use it all the time. So then we play it all again, and the second time you end an octave higher. So we're going to go to the 1st and 2nd strings, pick at the 10th fret, slide up and down. Sounded like Paul McCartney there. All right, so now we're on to the B section. I'm going through this a little bit quick because I know you guys can work on each part alone, individually, and then put it all together when you jump to the challenge solo. Now the chords switch to A. Up until that point we were based around the key of, or the chord D. So now we're going to be going like this. Since it's the A chord being played within the key of D, we're going to go to the 2nd string 12th fret, bend it up a whole step. Now if you know your theory, you'll know that you're bending B up to C sharp, which is a note inside the A major chord, so it works really well. Then we just hit the 12th fret, staccato, real quick like that. So we get a... See how I sort of let the bend come down slowly? That's not necessary, but I like the sound of it. All right, then we do one of my favorite things. This is very David Gilmour-ish. We're going to go 12th fret 2nd string to the 11th fret of the 3rd string, and then back to the 2nd string 10th fret. So you get this nice. Sounds a little bit like Wish You Were Here. So you get a... Now this is interesting. We go to the 3rd string 11th fret. We go 11th fret to 9th fret. Then we bend with our middle finger on the 2nd string 10th fret up a whole step. So you only have 2 fingers to help you bend with this one. So having those 2 fingers to bend is crucial. Don't try to do it with just your middle finger. That's going to be very painful. So we're going to go. Now we get more double stops. So we're going to go to the 2nd and 3rd strings. We're going to bar across at the 7th fret. Pick that. Then we hammer down on the 2nd string 8th fret with the middle finger and 3rd string 9th fret with the ring finger. Such a great sound. Then you pick those same 2 notes again and slide up 2 frets. And then pick one last time. So it's this great sound. All right, back to the big bend. You might notice I rake once in a while into my bends. That's just my style. You could do it or you don't have to do it. I think John Mayer does that quite a bit. Now we're going to go to the first string 12th fret, do a big bend and release to the 10th fret, reach to the second string 12th fret, and back to the first string 10th fret. So we get a... So that whole part, did you notice we repeated it? So we had the big... that big weird middle finger bend, then the double stops, back to the bend. Now the part that might get you. There's going to be actually a 32nd note in here. It's going to be a little bit wild. We're going to go really fast up the D major pentatonic scale, but we're going to start on the 6th string 10th fret, hammering on, then going to the 5th string 9th fret, then climbing from there. So that's just the D major pentatonic. Now we're going to end off on the 2nd string 10th fret, only to go back to the series of bends at the 12th fret. So that gets to come back. Then again. All right, so really that connection climb, that really fast climb that we did, is just one time to connect them. All right, so that could be a little bit challenging. Then at the very end of all that, we just hit natural harmonic. So we're gonna go 3rd and 4th strings at the 7th fret, and just pick it like that. Maybe give it a little trem bar if you have some, just to give it some character, some life. I don't really have a trem bar on here, but I have this little knob. This is a Duesenberg tremolo. Okay, then after that, we just go back and repeat all the first stuff. So we're gonna go back to... low octave slide. One more time. Big finish. Jump up an octave. You really want to nail that because it's the end of the song. Okay, like I said before, get those individual parts down, glue them together, chain them together is probably a better way to say that, and then we'll meet you guys at the challenge solo for the full thing, playing along with me and with the backing track afterwards, so it'll be fun. All right, we'll see you there.